Food and beverage trends are changing across industries, categories, and countries. Today, through the eyes of real consumers, we'll look at trends in 3 key areas: snacking, modern family meals, and Health 3.0. These trends will shape the food and beverage market in 2017 and beyond. The line between snacking and meals is blurring, as snacking now accounts for 50% of all eating occasions. Among consumers who are snacking more than they were 5 years ago, 42% have done so while cutting back the number of meals eaten in a day.
Some in-between things that are more than a snack, not quite a meal. I'll usually do like an English muffin and peanut butter.
So when I think of in-betweens, they really is something that has protein as well. It's a little bit more substantial than just a snack. I eat it sometimes to get me through the day. If I know I'm not going to be having a meal until a lot later, usually I'll have one of these in-between snacks that I mentioned.
When I'm traveling, we'll eat smoothies a lot at airports. I don't like to have big, heavy meals before I fly, and so I will often have a smoothie at the airport, and that will be my meal. That might be breakfast and lunch, depending on what time zone and where I'm going and how long the flight is.
I guess sometimes we plan to have snacks for meals and sometimes we don't. Sometimes, we have a new baby, so by the time we get everything situated with her, it's late, we don't really feel like cooking, so we may just have, cheese and crackers and apples or something like that. And
Global flavors are now impacting the choices consumers make when cooking at home, coming to life through new seasonings and cooking techniques. The U.S. spices market is expected to grow at a compounded annual growth rate of 7% by 2020, driven mostly by demand for global flavors in the kitchen.
Love adding new flavors, new spices from different cultures. That's mostly what I look for when I look for new recipes, is recipes from different cultures to add into our food. I think it's really fun and exciting way. My husband and I want to travel the world, but since we can't do it right now monetarily, traveling the world through our kitchen is the easiest way to do it.
We have decided in our family that we just love Asian food and cooking. We love to stir fry just about anything now, and we love to deep fry tempura, shrimp, chicken, fish. It's so delicious. We use the wok, and it's high temperature. You have to use the peanut oil, and it just tastes so good, and it's so much more healthy for us, and it's so much cheaper than having to go to the restaurant.
My favorite spices are ginger, cilantro, and curry. My husband and I went to a Indian wedding recently and realized we love Indian food, so this is really a staple of that. I learned about all these ingredients, as I said, that great wedding I went to. And then I always use Pinterest. That's a favorite of mine. People send me recipes on there, and it's just easy to search. So that's what I do a lot.
My husband and my kids do eat the same foods that I eat. So, of course, naturally, they're eating turmeric and these foods too. I don't really have an issue with my children eating stuff, because I find that if I don't tell them right off the bat what they're eating, what ingredients I've used, then it's easier for me to get them to taste these foods without them automatically backing away and not wanting to taste them at all if they know what's in it.
Consumers are looking for balance in healthy eating, both for themselves and for their families. Consumers want diets that combine nutritious foods with indulgences and seem willing to craft a diet that meets the needs of their own lifestyle. For 33% of those who diet, the most popular diet is one of their own making.
I have less healthy products like Pringles, and also like these peanuts, like these cocktail peanuts and mixed nuts. I keep them because I want a balance between foods. I don't want just super healthy, like plain crackers all the time. Sometimes we have movie nights and I want something that's not necessarily as healthy. So it's a nice balance is why I keep them.
I think in the last year, some of the biggest health changes I've made for more pushing towards organic, no GMOs, no preservatives, low sodium, low fat, more going to alternative meats, things such as that.
So in that fact, from losing 110 pounds, I know the difference on what energy you get from being healthy to unhealthy. So with the foods, the difference is you keep fiber, which is up there, Fiber Ready, and your snacks. There's the snacks, the new Nature Valley. There's soup down below.
I do think it's hard to find packaged foods that are healthy, but if you pay attention to the amount of sodium and the calories and the fats that are used, I do think that you can find some good options. I like to look for ones that have higher protein. I think that's a good way to kind of balance out your diet a little bit, especially when you're in a hurry and you do need to get something packaged on the go.
Welcome to Foodcast 2017.